Australia's tight rental market forces tenants to make tough choices, Reuters. Skip to main content. Exclusive news, data and analytics for financial market professionals. Learn more about Refinitiv. Register. Australia's tight rental market forces tenants to make tough choices. October 29, 20,238, 8 p.m. UTC. Updated ago. A post office worker delivers mail to townhouses in Leichhardt, Sydney. August 29, 2023. Reuters, Stella Kiu acquire licensing rights. Summary. Companies. Nationwide rental vacancies at all-time lows. Some tenants downsizing, moving into shared housing. Central Bank expects rents not yet at the peak. Sydney, October 30th, Reuters. Australia's red-hot rental housing market, supercharged by record migration and a chronic supply shortage, could be reaching a breaking point for affordability as tenants grapple with rising costs of living. Nationwide vacancies are at all-time lows and prices are up 30% over 3 years, forcing renters like Sydney office worker Lara Weeks into unenviable situations. With no way to afford stratospheric inner-city prices when her landlord decided to sell the apartment she lived in for 18 years, Weeks and her cat recently downsized from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom farther from the city centre that cost 22% more. "I find it sad that I can't stay in the area for similar money," she said. Rent is now one of the country's biggest drivers of inflation, which at an annual rate of 5.4% in the September quarter is well above the central bank's targeted band of 2% to 3% and could lead to further interest rate hikes as early as next week. That in turn would push up the variable rate mortgages held by most Australian landlords, who are typically private investors with one or a few properties rather than large corporations, pressuring them to lift rents further and forcing tenants to make tough decisions. "We're already seeing people that are in houses move to units, and then the next logical step is if a unit gets too expensive, you go into a share house," said Cameron Kusher, chief economist at PropTrack under Ray Group, Ray, AXE. Nearing the peak, many tenants, particularly in the most expensive city Sydney, have already been priced out of houses. PropTrack data showing house rents nationally were unchanged at $550 per week, or about $2,380 $1,508 per month, in the September quarter. Apartment rents nationally jumped 4% during the quarter, double the June quarter rate of increase, to an average of $520 per week, making them almost as costly. Prices across Australia's entire rental stock rose 7.6% in the third quarter from a year ago, the largest increase since 2009, according to official data, and similar to gains seen in the US where rental costs have also surged. Rent inflation is expected to peak at an annual rate of 10% in the next few quarters before easing, Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Michelle Bullock said at a Senate hearing on Thursday. Real estate agents say there are initial signs of cooling in some areas. "Compared with the beginning of the year, it's way quieter now," said Christian Postiglione, an agent in Sydney's expensive eastern suburbs, which include Bondi Beach. "We would have 40 to 50 groups per inspection around January and February. The volume is very kinda low now." Affordability ceiling. The increase in rents has more than made up for the fall at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic when Australia shut its borders and there was a net outflow of people. By the year ended in June, net migration rebounded to a record 500,000 people. The housing supply is lagging far behind as the home building industry is being squeezed by high borrowing costs, a labour shortage and elevated raw material prices. Domain, DHG, AXE, a property website, estimates up to 70,000 new rentals are needed to balance out the market. Nationwide, the portion of income required to service new rentals rose to a record 31.4% in the June quarter, according to an ANZ CoreLogic housing affordability report released in September. For low-income households, it was 52% as of April, its most recent published data, at a time when wage rises are lagging well behind rent increases. Tim Beattie, a 62-year-old former soldier, said he was priced out of the rental market in Western Australia and had to leave his job in community services. He now lives with his daughter in Adelaide and is looking for a room in a shared house that will cost him no more than $200 a week. "There used to be a such thing as a middle class, but now that's gone," Beattie said. $1 equals 1.5780 Australian dollars. Reporting by Stella Kiu, editing by Wayne Cole and Jamie Freed. Our standards, the Thomson Reuters Trust Principles. Acquire licensing rights, opens new tab. Read next. Macro matters category. China's on the move again, economic outlook brightens January 13, 2023. Macro matters category. Japan's biggest banks to raise housing loan rates after BOJ's policy tweak December 30, 2022. Macro matters category. Japan's tourism restart stirs hope of service sector recovery. PMI October 5, 2022. Macro matters category. South Korea's SEPT inflation slows but tightening bias seen intact October 5, 2022. More from Reuters. World. Drones target Iraq's Ain al-Assad airbase, no casualties, damage. Sources Middle East category October 31, 2023 12:25 p.m. UTC. 2 armed drones targeted Iraq's Ain al-Assad airbase, which hosts U.S. forces and other international forces in western Iraq, a security source and a government source told Reuters on Tuesday. Middle East category WHO warns of imminent public health catastrophe in Gaza. 12:54 p.m. Coordinated Universal Time updated ago. World category Norway believes Israel may have not fully respected international law. 12:30 p.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Environment category Saskatchewan vows to stop collecting Canada's carbon tax on heating. October 30, 2023. Climate change category China's smog covered north on highest pollution alert as visibility drops. 11:34 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time. Site index. Browse. World. Business. Markets. Sustainability. Legal. Breaking views. Technology. Investigations, opens new tab. Sports. Science. Lifestyle. About Reuters. About Reuters, opens new tab. Careers, opens new tab. Reuters News Agency, opens new tab. Brand Attribution Guidelines, opens new tab. Reuters Leadership, opens new tab. Reuters Fact Check, opens new tab. Reuters Diversity Report, opens new tab. Stay informed. Download the app, opens new tab. Newsletters, opens new tab. Information you can trust. Reuters, the news and media division of Thomson Reuters, is the world's largest multimedia news provider, reaching billions of people worldwide every day. Reuters provides business, financial, national and international news to professionals via desktop terminals, the world's media organizations, industry events and directly to consumers. Follow us. Thomson Reuters Products. Westlaw, opens new tab. Build the strongest argument relying on authoritative content, attorney-editor expertise, and industry-defining technology. OneSource, opens new tab. The most comprehensive solution to manage all your complex and ever-expanding tax and compliance needs. Checkpoint, opens new tab. The industry leader for online information for tax, accounting and finance professionals. LSEG Products. Workspace, opens new tab. Access unmatched financial data, news and content in a highly customized workflow experience on desktop, web and mobile. Data Catalog, opens new tab. Browse an unrivaled portfolio of real-time and historical market data and insights from worldwide sources and experts. World Check, opens new tab. Screen for heightened risk individual and entities globally to help uncover hidden risks in business relationships and human networks. Advertise with us, opens new tab. Advertising Guidelines, opens new tab. Coupons, opens new tab. Acquire licensing rights, opens new tab. Cookies, opens new tab. Terms of use, opens new tab. Privacy, opens new tab. Digital accessibility, opens new tab. Corrections, opens new tab. Site feedback, opens new tab. All quotes delayed a minimum of 15 minutes. See here for a complete list of exchanges and delays. Copyright 2023 Reuters. All rights reserved.